with me I've got this Viola da Terra from the island of the Azores, far off the coast of Portugal. It has 5 courses of strings, which is 5 notes, and on the bottom 2 courses there are 3 sets of strings. So it's actually a 12-string instrument, but only 5 notes, and you tune it very similar to the top 5 strings of a guitar, except the very top string is tuned down 1 step. So there's no E, so it's just A, D, G, B, D. Is the traditional tuning from what I read. This is a pretty interesting instrument. It has this inlay on the top of the guitar that you don't see very often, right under the bridge. The bridge actually has these screws that the loop end strings kind of loop around, and 2 strings loop around each one of those. And I had this saddle made by my luthier. It's a bone saddle. It's slotted to hold the strings in place, and instead of the saddle being a part of the bridge, here it's actually just resting on the top, sort of like an arch top. And as you can see, the fretboard is really just lying on top of the body, and it's perfectly flat. There's no curve to it. The frets are these very small banjo type frets, you might call them, and it has these kind of traditional tuners. Very cool. They actually work really well. According to my luthier, the modern versions of these tuners work terribly, but the vintage ones, like what these are, work well. You just have to tighten, make sure these are tight so they don't slip. And you know, they are a 1-to-1 ratio, so you have to be very careful to make sure to get it in tune just right. The nut appears to be made of the same material as the frets. The neck has a sort of soft V shape. Body has this very cool patina on it. Looks like somebody maybe waxed it at one time, and the wax has sort of aged in this interesting way. Thought it gave the guitar, or the Viola da Terra, a unique look. Of course, it has these heart-shaped sound holes, very distinctive. It's very cool. No cracks in the top or the back or sides. The neck is very straight. Very interesting piece if you like world instruments, or you're looking to layer something on a track that has a non-traditional sound. This might be something cool. You can obviously tune this to an open tuning, and make it kind of a drone instrument, make it a little easier to play, or leave it in the traditional tuning. Let me try to figure something else out.